It's a little strange coming in here under these circumstances. I was just talking to Sam about the first time we got together. I came up here to pick a fight with him because he was telling everybody that I had referees in the car and that he was making things I was making things very difficult for him. And so I thought, who is this guy? And I heard he was this great big guy, 375 pounds. So I have never, ever, Doug can attest to this, never, ever picked a fight or sat on the bench with anybody, let alone the owner of another team. So I flew up here because we were playing a game after Salas got kicked out, got a red card for elbowing Pat Healy on my team, and that meant he wasn't playing the next game. So I'm sitting on the bench with my team was warming up, and I see this big guy come walking across the field. He was not fat. And he comes over to me and he says, "Are you Ed Hale?" I said, "Yes, I am." He said, "I'm Soccer Sam." So I stood up and I said, "Really? I heard you were a fat guy." And he takes a step back and like, this is not what I was bargaining for. And so anyway, he says, "I'm still fat on the inside," which was a great line. So he was very, he really was a very funny, good guy. I had no idea that this was part of his deal, that he was a very big promoter of your city and the Lancers. I had no idea what to the extent that it did. So it is a pleasure coming here as the chairman of the MASL. I'm really happy for Doug. Doug did play for me back in 1991 when I had the Baltimore Blast. And he was a very good player. He was unappreciated by our English coach. And he should have been, because he became a prolific scorer, prolific player in soccer, and he distinguished himself and became the MVP a couple of years ago. And he's a great guy, and I tell you what he's going to really do for all of you, because he does have a face of soccer, face of indoor soccer here, but he can pick the players that come from outdoor and see who can get acclimated to come in and play indoor. He's going to be able to tell talent right away. It's going to be a big difference, and I think in what you've had here in the past. He's going to be a very fine guy as the president of the team. He's going to be able to do it like my coach, my president of my team, Kevin Healy. They pick the players. I don't pick them. I really don't know them, and I think that it's going to be a great addition. It's nice to be in your city. I'm really happy that Rochester is going to be a part of the Eastern Division, and I'm going to get the divisions, where the divisions are, who's going to be playing in our league. It's very important that Rochester, Syracuse, Harrisburg, Baltimore are going to be here. We also have Detroit will be in our division. It's very important just for the travel aspects of things and making sure that we do have rivalries that are created by this. So we're right now finishing off some of the details on the rules, which a lot of people want to know about, scoring, things that have been in the media, things that have been out on the blogs, and we're going to get more color on that. September 15th, we're having our final meeting in Chicago, where all the main owners of the league are going to meet, and we're going to get back to you and let you know what that is. In the meantime, there are 23 teams in the league. Last year, there were 6 teams in the league, which really necessitated us to make a move to get out of the USL because they didn't have enough teams for us to play. There was a lot of anger when I suggested that we were going to leave, but I said, well, who is the Baltimore Blast, the Rochester Lancers, the Syracuse Silver Knights? Who are we going to play? 6 is not enough. So we got together with the PASL, which the USL did not want to do, and then we have really got together and we put together what is the beginning of a 23-team league starting this October. It's October 25th. So when we do this, this will be something that is going to be the culmination of my mother just asked me, Eddie, what's it like when you're doing this, putting this league together? I said, well, it's like, Mom, it's like when you're making a sausage. If you like sausage, you just don't want to see it made. It has not been a pretty picture merging all these people together, different personalities and cultures. The Mexican teams, the West Coast guys are more laid back than most of us here in the East. So we have got together and we have slowly but surely got to the point where we're going to have our season start. And we are very, very hopeful that it's going to be very successful because of the sheer number of teams and the locations, that this is going to be a lot of fun for us as owners and the fans, the cities that we're playing in. We expect this to be something that's going to be a lot more fun than it has been, when we would sweat every year who's going to be playing in our league. So again, here are the names of the cities that are going to be playing in the four divisions. Again, Rochester, Syracuse, Harrisburg, Baltimore, and Detroit in the East. In the Central Division will be Wichita, Chicago, St. Louis, Milwaukee, Kansas City, Tulsa. The Southern Division is going to have Dallas, Hidalgo, Brownsville, Texas, Texas Strikers, and Monterrey, Mexico. Pacific will have Las Vegas, Ontario, California, Seattle, Turlock, and Sacramento. Now, we are expecting to have this start, and we're expecting it to be from right around October 25th. I think they're going to announce today when their start's going to be. But we're trying to get this to the point where it's going to be pretty cohesive every year. We're going to play 10 games at home, 10 games away, and then the playoffs. That is going to be discussed in further detail on September 15th. We definitely need to get some more organization put together here, but we also need to get more teams here in the Northeast. We're heavily weighted in the middle part of the country, from Milwaukee down into Texas, and a lot more teams in the West. We need to get more teams in the Northwest, and we need to get more teams here in the Northeast for all of us to play. I'm looking forward to it. I'm really happy to be in Rochester. Sam and I are friends. Happy to see he's going to be involved with Doug, and Doug knows what he's doing as a player, and I think he's going to put together a good organization here, and looking forward to working with and beating the Rochester Lancers. On that note, that's a bad way to end. That's a Baltimore Blast owner, but I do like coming up here, and I'm looking forward to coming up and playing you guys a couple times this coming season up here. Thank you very much.